All right. You ready, Jamel, for the intro?
Do it, man. Hit that thing.
Ooh. Yeah. You gotta get on this one. Hey. Jump in there. Jump in there. Jump in there. Hey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the Contorlled Chaos Show, episode 83. I am Cash Walking, here with Jamel Man Farmer.
What up? What up?
And we got a special guest today. We got the Basement Boy in the house. Basement Boy.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
Danbury Zone.
What's going on,
Danbury
fellas?
Zone. You already know. Gotta get
Yes,
the applause in here.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Get him over.
Yes.
Drop them Jones. Drops.
Yes. Yes. We gotta drop bombs, all that. All that. All that. Yes, sir. So, fellas, how's
Yes,
everybody
sir.
doing, man? How's everybody doing?
Good, man.
Feeling good, man.
That's what's up, man. We got a
good.
good
What
show for everybody.
You good? How you doing, Pop?
Yo, I'm doing great. I feel good. We've been working real hard on the media tip with Designated Report, and I'm out here covering DHS. I'm out here covering all sorts of sports events. We really in here on this media thing. I'm all in. Like head first dive,
Yes, sir.
freestyle swimming in it, Michael Phelps, call it what you want. We're on it. I'm on it.
Nice.
I'm a member of the media now.
Nice.
I'm here.
Well, we always been. You just now you got another avenue.
Nah, but I'm official now.
That's it.
Like I got credentials and stuff. Like
you had to be official to get respected. You
that's
heard?
what I'm saying. We're taking it there. I was like, yo, I went to school. I did the whole thing now. So now we credentialed and we're here.
I feel you.
We're here. So yeah, man, I don't want to waste too much time. We got a good show. We got a whole lot of things lined up. Let's get right on to it, man. Express yourself.
Let's do it.
Yo, okay, so here's express yourself, right? Here's what I want to talk about. The NFL. Yo, Basement Boy, did you watch the game on Thursday? Was it Cowboys Buccaneers?
So it's the thing, right? I'm gonna just give my disclaimer right here. You heard? Like, if I'm going to root for a team, it's gonna be the Cowboys.
Oh.
However, I don't really follow football as much as I used to, but I've been hearing some mixed reviews. You heard?
Word. I ain't about to. So listen, the game was great, but it was like they extra blacked it up. Like the NFL, who is blackballing Colin Kaepernick out of the league, who got all sorts of crazy things that have been up against black players. They've been up against it. The black quarterback isn't smart enough to win a championship. That whole crazy nonsense that they be talking about. All this, and they were just super blackety black. They did the lift every voice and sang Negro national anthem. They did. They had all black performers everywhere. All the commercials was blackety black. Everything was black. So my question and what I wanted to talk about here was, is this good enough? Like after they blackballed Colin Kaepernick, like, and they've apparently invested a ton of money into an initiative to fight racism. So hold on, let me get the number. I have the number. It's where is it? Yeah, they had so it was a 10-year, $250 million pledge to fight racism. Is that enough?
Oh.
You said 10-year, $250 million?
Yeah, to fight racism
from the NFL.
From the NFL.
So $25 million a year from the NFL
$25 million
in the next 10 years.
To various, companies and stuff like that to fight racism.
I think, my personal opinion, I think that's just a play to get on people's good graces.
Right.
Because they realize that like due to all like the increase in activism and stuff like that, like across the country, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I feel like they had to tend to that because they know how they that Colin Kaepernick was wrong. So it's like, oh man, if we don't get the people on our side, our rating to.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. I definitely think it's just something for them to just get out there to hopefully people be quiet and not talk about cancel culture with them, even though that's not gonna happen in the NFL. But I mean, I guess it's a step. I guess it's a step. Any step counts. Anything, even if it's fake, I guess in this particular incident, even though it's fake, it could be fake. It may be a positive, So, but yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just wait and see. I mean, I would really like to see if you're doing all, the national anthem and all that. Why don't y'all give Kaepernick a public apology and just admit you were wrong?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I think, like, to my knowledge, I don't think they have like come out and said, like, Roger Goodell, the commissioner, has come out and been like, oh yeah, we like handled it wrong. But it wasn't like they never came out.
I don't want to handle it.
Like,
you were wrong.
Yeah, like all the owners need to own that. Like, yo, he didn't even get a workout. Like at a team, he was at the time he was one of the best players. Like he was definitely one of the top 32 quarterbacks.
Top 15.
You know what I'm saying? Like
top 15. Top 15
32 teams in the league. You know what I mean? There's 32 teams in the league. He could have definitely started for a team at that time, and it was just like he took a stance on something, and now they're trying to throw money at and be like, oh, see, like we care. But they didn't care back then. Like they wasn't trying to hear none of that shit in the beginning, and that's my whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
And my question would be to the people that think that that particular side is wrong in the field, that they're faking it. So my question would be to them: well, when and where in history can we see or trust that isn't the case? Because if history always repeats itself, when we go off of history, there hasn't been a case where we could move forward.
Yeah, straight up. Now, Bill Maher, if you guys know him from HBO, he's got his own show, Bill Maher, like Real Time, it's called, with Bill Maher. He went on to be like, so they had HBCU, Florida A&M, HBCU. That's a historically black college for those of you who don't know. They were the ones who were singing the Negro National Anthem. And I
hate that word, by the way.
What, Negro?
Yeah, I hate it.
Listen, that just goes back. That's how they saying it. I'm reporting the news over here.
No, I'm just saying. I've always had an issue with that word.
I do too. I don't like it.
Like, how come as a people we're still using, like, we got to change that. Like, I understand Negro baseball league.
A whole other conversation.
That's a whole. I know that's a whole other one, but still, like Negro baseball league. It was so disrespectful.
About like identity as a whole.
Yeah.
Like are we African Americans? Are we black?
Yeah.
Like, what are
that's like. It bothers me, man. It bothers me so much, man. Colored people and like the civil rights thing, like it just.
But what's crazy is that amongst black people, and I like to say black people, like I'll be like I'm black. I don't say African American and none of that. I
hate saying black. I hate saying black.
You hate saying black? See, like what? Yeah, so what is you like African American?
If I have to go with something, and I try to be distinct. If you identify you from like the West Indies or something like that, right. I don't say African American. I try to say where your native is from, where your native land is from. But
Jamaican American.
But if you born here, you born in America, so I might say a minority of African American descent or American or African American. I don't know. I try to do the best I can. No word is anything I like.
Nah, but
like the whole
American could be anything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
So like, I can't just be like, oh, I'm American. Like, oh yeah, a whole lot of people are.
No. So I was African American, I guess, for now. The whole black white thing, that was just something to put people in a box, and you can't put human beings in a box, and that's not cool. Now look what we got now, black versus white all the time. It's
true.
It's a race thing.
It creates the division. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Oh, you make good points. I like that. But yeah, this dude, Bill Maher, went on to say that he thought it was segregation under a different name, kind of speaking to this whole thing. Like, he was like, just sing the national anthem like we're all Americans. That's basically what he was ranting about, saying that kind of thing. Like, we're all Americans. Like, you don't need to sing the black national anthem or anything like that, just to recognize. So he kind of feels like they're tap dancing a little bit, trying to, again, throw money at an issue that they messed up before.
I was getting ready to say, like, they're kind of throwing money to an issue that can't be fixed with money. It's not like it's hunger or something like that. Like,
right.
This is like, This is behavioral. You know what I'm saying? Like this is
how
like
people are
internal.
raised.
yeah, it's
internal.
deeper.
This is
Yeah,
internal. Yeah.
it's deeper than something you can buy somebody. So that's when I was saying, like, are they spending money to help defeat it, or are they spending money to raise awareness? You kind of have to be careful with the way that you put that out there.
Facts. So yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. I wanted to express myself about that one. That's a good topic. I'm glad you chimed in on that a lot. I can already tell he's gonna be a good interview when we get into it because he's ready to talk. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into a couple news topics here. What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Yeah, he lost it on this.
Hey. I'm so glad I got my camera back. My camera was shot for weeks. We're doing the news now. Yes. Moving on, we're good. Once again, it's Contorlled Chaos Show, episode 83. We got Basement Boy with us today. Danbury Zone. We're gonna get into all this stuff. I'm telling you, we're gonna get into. Don't worry, we're gonna talk about the music. We're gonna talk about everything. Speaking of, yo, is one of your aspirations to have a Moon Man one day? The VMAs was last night.
Hey, whatever comes with it. You feel me? That's obviously like any accolade, any award is gonna be beautiful. You feel me? Right. It's gonna be big for me because that's you work towards that for your whole life. But
Grammy, I mean, definitely. Or Moon Man, what do you think?
Ooh.
Like which one would you like? Like yes, every accolade counts, but like exactly, you want that Grammy, right?
See, all right. So that's the thing, right? Is because the politics behind it, right?
Yeah.
But it's like it's the recognition behind it as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a Grammy award-winning rapper.
Even Grammy nominated. It's like
winning. You know what I'm saying?
Put that in your bio on Instagram. Somewhere.
That's it.
You need that Grammy. That Grammy. You heard what Jada said in that versus battle.
We
got Grammys.
We got Grammys.
Yeah. They went crazy in that battle though.
Oh my God. The lot. Bro, that was one thing I wanted to bring up too about this in this segment. Like this is like my entertainment piece. I forgot to write it down, but I wanted to bring it up. The VMAs, like you see Conor McGregor and MGK was getting into it and stuff like that. I wonder what that's about.
I saw that.
I wonder what that's about. Maybe I guess say some slick stuff to Megan Fox. I bet.
Yo, I heard he was trying to. No. I heard that's crazy. I heard he was trying to get a picture with MGK.
Was he trying to get a picture with him or his girl?
Yo, from the reports I saw, TMZ first report said MGK Shannon, by the way, over from DB, who in LA now. But it said that she yeah, it said that she that they he was trying to get a picture of MGK. I guess MGK wasn't feeling it. So I guess we'll see what happens when more of the story comes out.
Yo, I can't.
But that was like,
he threw a drink at him, and this dude was chilling like nothing happened. He was like, he must have been high as hell. MGK, he had to be zooted because he just stood there. I mean, he was calm. Maybe it's like he's trying to like show that he's not fazed by none of that. Like, all right, all that smoke, no fire.
Right.
I don't know. But that battle, since we done this
Conor McGregor will whoop his behind.
I'm about to say, at the end, ain't no fire.
No fire. Yo, but yeah, since we did our last show, we took a little break with that Locks and Dipset battle happened. I was upset, because I went in hoping that Dipset turned it up from the beginning. Like the Locks came out like Jada went in there like this was Game 7 finals, Like I never seen a rapper in his zone before. Like I've been to a lot of shows. I never seen a rapper go into his zone. Like he was like Kobe.
Yeah, he ran that,
Lord,
man.
Like he ran that battle.
Yeah,
even over Sheik and Stops. Like he owned everybody on the stage. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, he was the dude.
He has great charisma.
Great charisma, man.
Yeah, man.
Great, man. He's an entertainer. Definitely.
Yo, for real hip hop. All right, so let's get into the politics. Just for a brief period. So Joe Biden, right? Y'all see his little message that he did on Friday. He out here screaming everybody get vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all willing to disclose on this program whether or not you're vaccinated?
Yeah.
I will. Look, I got my jump today, my second jump.
I'll tell you.
I just got it, and they say it
Oh,
makes
so
me tired.
you're
They say it
drinking
makes
the
me tired, but I'm
Kool-Aid?
up. You see
Listen,
me?
go back 2 episodes.
I said, yo, if you go back a couple episodes,
Go back 2 episodes.
I said I
we
wanted
talk
to waste
about
some more time.
People, and my host, my co-host, my partner, my man said he was not gonna get it. We wasn't.
That's crazy. I froze a little bit.
We got to split it in 2 parts.
I don't know what's up with my junk. My junk is being real crazy today.
Where we go? He back. You back?
I'm back. I think I'm back. Am I good?
So how yeah, you can hear us?
Yeah.
You good? You can hear us?
Yeah.
So we both talked about how, we're really not feeling it. Nice baby doll. This is my daughter. She made something for her.
Oh, little cameo. That's pretty.
Okay, little cuz.
Yeah.
Doing your thing.
So we both talked about what was like a show or two ago how we're not feeling it. Don't rush us. It's our decision.
It was my decision.
I'm still there. I just don't trust them. What made you go on? Like, what made you?
Okay, so I did the backpack drive. I did the backpack drive. Community Health Center through for Community for Change. Community is killing me. Killing me. I don't know why. I'm in my internet say I'm full. I don't know why it's not connected right. I'm about to cut this out. We good? I think I'm good now. I hope I'm good.
Yeah, move that. It's probably that.
It's the curse hanging off the
That's
top.
exactly what it is. We never had this much problem before. What the
Never.
heck?
I don't know what happened. Yeah, I don't know.
Towel.
What?
Take that curtain towel down, man.
Nah, man, y'all get out of here. This is the Knicks all day. I got the Knicks jersey on too, man. You already know what time it is.
Man. They bring negative energy over here.
Nah, it's crazy. But anyway,
that's what it is.
Go ahead, dog.
But anyway, I did the backpack drive for Community for Change. Community Health Center was there and giving the vaccines, and I was just like, yo, I've been moving around. You know what I'm gonna do. I'll be living. I'll be out here in the streets. I'll be doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, like, yo, I did my real research. I read some more into it. My brother works in pharmaceuticals, and he assured me that it was just good. And he's somebody I trust. So if he got it and he's had it for a while, he's good. He hasn't had no problems. We're of the same blood, same build, same everything. Everybody else in my family got it. Everybody seemed good. And I don't have any health complications, no previous anything like that. So I was like, better safe than sorry. You know what I mean? That's just the way I looked at it.
So this is my thing. This is all I say, because your brother is in pharmaceuticals. There's definitely some valid, legit reasons to feel safe. So this is my thing. We all get whether we're at a job or wherever we all getting information from someone above. So he's in pharmaceutical. So someone's giving him the information that is telling him it's okay. Just like when I went to school for my master's, I have to sit here and this is what they're saying, that this person theory and how the beginning started, stuff like that. So I have to only rely on what they're saying.
Right.
So that's the thing. It could be wrong, but because he heard it from this person, who heard it from this person, who heard it from Dr. Fauci, doesn't mean that it's necessarily right. That's where we get all these theories. Right.
Yeah, that's
so,
true.
Just like with my education, sometimes I'm going back and forth with the professor, whatever, because I'm challenging, what was once said at that time, like, all right, you're telling me this is what it's saying, and this is what this particular thing is from my degree.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can dig with that. That doesn't, just because they're saying it doesn't I want. So that's just for me, like, those are theories and stuff that I think of that kind of, get scary. And I think people do have to think about, stuff like that.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that. Yeah, that's true. You got to always take those things into consideration.
Yeah. So because like the doctors, they got a board and they're getting stuff from their board. So like I have, like, as a licensed therapist, we have a board. Like I get emails because I'm part of, like, the license, the Counselors of America Association. Yeah. So I'm getting emails
about medications and stuff
telling me.
Yeah.
So I have to go off of what they say. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can you prescribe
whatever
drugs?
It is,
can you prescribe drugs?
Stuff like that? So No, I can't prescribe, but I have taken when I go for my prescribed drugs.
Okay.
But still, there's still stuff that we get in emails. Like there's like the association saying, hey, this and this, we gotta do this, or we gotta think about this in our guidelines, stuff like that. And so, that's one thing I think we just gotta pay attention to as well. Just because it's coming from there doesn't mean it's always necessarily true. Facts. We hope to be true, but that's my take. But if you found something, Cash, that made you feel like less fearful of it.
Yeah, that was really it for me. Like I just found that like I said, because I was a family member, my brother, and I just looked at it that way. And also there was, the older black women they pressed me. They pressed me.
Yeah. So people,
Jane
I don't
Diggs,
like that. Like
Jane Diggs, Faye Walton,
like
they were all there, and they were like, you ain't get a vaccine because they know you be out there. They know I'll be out there. They, it's in their best interest. They know me since I was a kid. Like they looking out for my best interest in general, and they just,
But there's
they got it. They see there. The people who got it, haven't experienced no problems. Those are the ones who are like, I don't like them pushing on people, but I get it.
Yeah. But sometimes people gotta understand, like, yo, don't push up and don't press me, because now you're trying to make me feel like those are my rights,
right?
And we were at a time when people didn't have rights, and it just don't feel comfortable. Like, I had people at my job that I'm cool with, or have a relationship with. You got to get that, and I'm like, yo, like that's not gonna help me. Like, you making me feel like I don't have rights,
right?
Especially with the mandate and stuff. Yeah. Oh my god,
yo! But it's like a public health crisis.
Think. Now, what if
this is public health we're talking about?
Online, this really is. Yeah, but what if 15, 20 years online, because of this vaccine, something really does happen, and now everybody's stuck because the government. The poison pill. But these are possibilities that have happened before. It's not like this is something that's made. These are things that have happened before.
Yeah, I hear that.
So, this is true.
I hear that.
This is definitely true.
You're 100% right, my friend. You're 100% right.
Yeah. So, but I'm not for or against it necessarily. I'm not on one side. I'm in the middle. I'm still wavering.
Yeah, man.
That's where I kind of say I wasn't gonna get too much into it.
Nah, I hear you.
Go.
No, go ahead.
All right, because I was just saying, like, I'm more like, when it comes to the topic of it, I'm kind of like neutral, more in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your life. Do what you want. It's your risk. You live at your own risk every day. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like this should be any different. Obviously, like, there's no cure for coronaviruses, but there's been coronaviruses for years. Right. Some people are going to die. Statistically speaking, there's battles for both sides. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just, people are going to have their bias. Yeah. Just let them do what they want.
Yeah. And for the people that get it, you like people go, well, you're going to make me sick. Well, if you get the
yeah.
This shit
so you can't see it, you can't pinpoint where it's coming from. So there's no way you can really block it. You know what I mean?
It's out here now.
It's small enough to get through the holes in your mask. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's there. You feel me? It's there. It's always gonna be there. Some people are gonna make it, some people aren't. This is life. This is how it works, unfortunately.
Yeah. Natural selection.
And that's how I look at it. So, wear your armor if you want to. Some people don't want to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm getting
Mr. Walken.
Yo, it's making me so mad. I'm trying. I'm holding it together, all things considered, but I'm like, every time it cuts out, I've been cussing so much. Can you guys
screaming?
I've been screaming like,
don't worry, folks, we're gonna cut it up nice and good.
Now I have to edit it.
We're gonna edit everything.
It's so stupid.
Cool.
Yeah.
We good. Let's go. We back. Control chaos.
Yeah, just make sure you send me the recording after we're done. So I can put it all together.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, like I said, Joe Biden's got a lot of this plate. He just pulled the military out of Afghanistan. People are throwing shade on him for that. And then Hurricane Ida just blasted through the country, and he's got to deal with, every state asking for something.
Yo, Cash, you know the leader of the Taliban that helped take over all that, Donald Trump released in 2018, right?
I do know.
No way.
Yeah,
I do know that.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, it was inevitable leaving there. It needed to happen. My whole thing with that whole place is just like, how long are we gonna fight a war that we knew was wrong to be fighting in the first place? Like we knew that nothing was there that what we were looking for. The people who were responsible for 9/11, we never. Trump even admitted it. Actually, the business is too good with Saudi Arabia. Like they're too important to the world's economy with the oil and everything like that to do anything. So they had to let them do it.
Nah, that's crazy.
But we needed blood. Like the country needed blood. The UN needed blood. Somebody needed to be held responsible for an attack on the United States. So they blamed Bin Laden. Then Taliban was formed through all that shit. Like it's a mess. It's a mess. A mess. But yeah, man. And then he's got all these, like I said, the return of pro and college sports, and all these people, 60, 70, 100,000 people out there, no masks, and he's talking about people getting vaccines. It's getting crazy out here.
Yeah.
Getting crazy out here. Yo, last thing in the news, okay? Last thing in the news. We got to shout out AJ. You got to shout out AJ Galante. Shout out Jimmy Galante. Shout out the Danbury Trashers. And shout out to Netflix. Shout out to Netflix
Gym
for holding it down. And the directors, of course, and a special shout out.
And we're back to basics.
And especially, I know exactly where he was going, and I'll say it, and he'll probably say it again if he gets back on. And a special shout out to our very own, another one, Deontay Best from Danbury, who is actually up there as one of the. He actually had 2 roles in there with filming. I forgot what the label was, but he was definitely part of the producing team and the video credit. So Deontay Best, our very own from Danbury, who also, people don't know this, he's too humble, is also an Emmy Award winner as
Thank you. I was going to shout him out before my computer shit the bed.
Hey, what? He won an Emmy?
He won an Emmy last year, and I believe he's up for 2 more this year. So, and he just did some work with Rock Nation. I'm a boast him because he told me not to say too much, so I don't care. This dude does amazing. Like, people don't realize what he does, man. Like he does.
Yeah, man.
But not for nothing though. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's one of the biggest, I'm not going to say problems we have, but I'm going to say that's one of the biggest handicaps we give ourselves as a town, is because it's a lot going on, you feel me? And not only do we not share enough of our personal lives, like with the moves we make and stuff like that, but that it also stops people from talking about us, you know what I'm saying? And it stops people from giving us our flowers the right way. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like
100% agree.
For me, it's just a way to go about it. Like, I don't care if people talk about yourself, just don't be boastful and don't put yourself like you better than everybody, or you better than everybody on a pedestal and you too good. Like there's some people that do, especially from our town, that do that, and it's just very uncomforting. It's not genuine, and I don't want to see it, So, but if somebody could do it in a humbling way, go ahead, boast about it. And I actually put a post about this like a couple months ago. We also have friends to boast for us. Your friends should be boasting for you.
That's true too.
That's true too. Man. But if you humble, like I know he's humble, like same thing
people do special things. There's a lot of people doing a lot of special things.
Yeah, man, a lot of special things. And that's so when you have people that are humble, those other people that know them speak up and speak out. So but people, people's like ways. For the most part, you can read some people's ways. Like you, Twan, so like you're big on support, and like you doing good, and it's coming. I could tell it's genuine. If it wasn't genuine, I'm gonna say something to you, family or not. But at the end of the day, I could tell like you coming from a humbling place, and it doesn't seem like this dude thinks he all this and the third. Nah. So for me, it's two different. It's two ways. So I definitely both. Be humble but talk about yourself. Because you're right. People don't say enough, and I'm one of them too that don't say enough for what I do. You know, it's just hard and difficult. I don't want to give off that buzz like I'm better than anybody.
And that's what it is for me.
But now fuck that, yo, because I you know what? I am fucking better than some people. At certain shit. At certain shit. I am. Yeah. And that's fine. It's all right to admit. There's people that are better than me and shit. Yeah. And I'm all right to admit that. That's self-awareness right there for your ass.
Yeah, no, and that's
what
fair.
I'm talking about.
Yeah. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. But like definitely, like you said, like I try to make it a thing to go back. Like, you know, if people are messaging me and reaching out, showing support, whatever the case may be, like I answer every comment, I answer every message, I answer, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's good.
You feel me? When I see people out in the streets and I'm like, oh, can we take a picture? Can we do this? Can we do that? Like, I'm like, yeah, you know, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to, because, you know, one, you do it for these people too.
Bro, and when you make it, bro, it's going to be crazy because, like, that's going to be something that they remember. Like, that's going to be something that they have. I'm like, yo, I used to hit up Basement Boy. He was hating us. Shit. Like, that's going to be a story for them to tell when you make it.
Yeah,
like they're gonna be able to reference back to when he makes a picture with this dude back with I seen him for $30 or whatever when he that type of shit. Like that's what people bring up.
When he makes it even more because he's killing the game right now. But yo, real quick, Twan, like, yo, what do I call you? Like, I don't feel comfortable calling you Basement Boy.
What you mean in the basement right now? Are you in the basement right now?
This is my little cousin, man. Like,
to him, bro.
I call him Mace still. Like, what y'all talking? Like, I don't know what to call him.
Yo, you know, it's crazy because I wanted my rap name to be Mace so bad. You feel me? But you already know Mace did it. You feel me? So it's like I can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Can't bring it back.
Yeah, man. I mean, you already know what it is, man. You call it whatever you want, guys.
Nah, you call us stage there, bro. Trust me, yo. I had to get him. It took him like 3 years to start calling me Cash.
So I call it's
my on air. We on air.
On air. So on air, I call him Cash. I'm like, yo, like, I don't get no Cash, man.
Yeah.
On air, I call him Cash, but behind the scenes, I call him what we used to call him.
Right. Right.
You see the AKA Matt Price. You see the AKA Matt Price on there. You know what I'm saying? It's a journalistic thing for editorial purposes. I believe my government name in there too. Yeah, you gotta put the government out there, you know, just so I can get my credit. I get my credit. But yeah, man, shout out to Netflix for that Untold series. I love all those Untold documentaries. I love every single one of them. Netflix, and for what to watch, finally to end off the news for what to watch, Clickbait. Watch that show. That show is crazy. Jamel, have you watched that show, Clickbait?
Not yet. So I was gonna watch it the other day. But then someone on Facebook said that the ending was bad. So I'm like, now I'm hesitant. Is the ending bad or what?
It's not. The ending's not bad. The ending is unexpected. It's a cliffhanger and a half. Like, here's the cliff and it's hanging. Like that. It's crazy. I love it. Cliffhanger is very good. Very good. Very good. It better not be something that's going to make you emotional, man. It is going to make you emotional. There's a lot happening in that show. A lot in that show. So yeah, y'all keep a lookout for that on what to watch. You know, I always have the hits. I'm like 100 for 100. Every time I recommend a show and people I want to watch and people like watch it or a movie, they love it. So that's why this segment sticks forever. And that's all for the news. Let's get to why we all here, man. We're going into it, man. With Basement Boy. Let's get it to Stay Woke. Stay woke. All right now. All right. You gotta love it. Yo, let's just start it off right, yo. We got a Basement Boy here, so I gotta play the joint.
She want me to beat it like a put lid on a Tuesday, Saturday. She's a cabinet, but shorty feeling different. Left from me, she trying to act away. I was telling no, cause she got what I like. Not to hit the party, just like I'm at the play. Hey, my private dancer for the night. I got money I can throw, and she got ass and shit. She fucking top to bottom. Ask for where a nigga at. she forgot him.
You skipping on me
That
this
she
hard.
never been inside a lamb. I said to stop looking for niggas who be whipping Hondas. Shorty born in Cali, but got foreign features. Got a little Spanish in it from her father. Let me know she feel me, but it ain't that easy. But all I'm asking her to do is shake what's from her
Shake
mama.
it. Hey, hey.
They know just who I
You
am.
know how to club going
They
up on
need
this one.
gorilla faces from Japan.
Woo! Yo,
I think they understand. Not that nigga that
you got one with.
Yo, there's a couple of bangers we could go. There's a couple of bangers we could go with. We could do a versus battle. Cause you got a lot of hits out there, man.
Appreciate y'all, man. For real. I try, you know. I try to do what's tasteful.
You got a lot of hits out there, man. There's a couple of them out there.
Yo,
one of my favorite beats right here.
That joint right there, though. That joint right there is a hit. And that's a hit record. That Shake.
What's that? Shake? Yeah, that joint. The joint.
Shake.
Yo, man.
That joint's a hit record, and that's gonna hit all winter into next summer.
Yo.
I'm telling you, I've been pushing that record for you.
Cash, you know how I feel, man. You know I'm not with the secular world. That's little cuz, so I try to support. I'm like, yeah, this joint tough, man.
But a hit is a hit, bro. You know what it is, man.
You feel me?
Yeah. I'm like, yo, this joint tough, man. Like, I can't promote it unless I want, but this joint is tough.
Slap.
Yeah.
I was doing this thing, man. You know, doing it.
I appreciate that for real.
I'm trying to give you at least 1,000 listens on Spotify, man.
That's why I want to start off at. Yeah, that's where I want to start off at. So the inspiration.
Shoot, I had to play it back again real quick. That joint is tough. That's the one. You working on the video for that one?
Yeah, I'm writing it right now. It's actually super fire. What we got
is
so
it?
far.
Yo, I need to beat it for that.
Yeah, definitely.
I need to be there for that. What?
Definitely.
My boys gonna be up there, Sheen and them. They gonna be on it.
I'm not sure. I'm more or less trying to find a cast of actors and models and stuff like that. I'm trying to do this one right. You know what I'm saying? This is not gonna be just no run and gun video.
Yeah. Yo, talk sidebar. I want to link up with you on that.
Yeah.
I want to link with you on that. And if you need to use DeAndre.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely. So, but yeah.
What's going on, Kurt?
Yo, my whole journey. I'm sorry. I'm working with this internet. My internet is like, I don't know what's going on. This internet's out. It's doing all sorts of crazy stuff.
These people. It happens sometimes.
It happens from time to time, but the show must go on. So yeah, that's where I want to start. Obviously, you got the My Love sample on the back of that song. I'm like, that's what I wanted to ask, and I always ask this when I interview artists. Yeah. What is your first, like, you heard that beat and like your first initial thought is like Shake, right? It was those where it was real easy to write.
Nah, so like when I first heard it, like I came up with the first line. The first thing I heard, I was like, I just started spitting the flow, and I was like, you feel me? Just kind of building a melody to it, and then like I just laid it down, and then I filled it with words. I ain't even really been writing lately. I just been freestyling more or less. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I want to ask you that. I want to ask you about that.
He's been doing his own 5 fingers of death.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's crazy too. I told you in the comments. I said, yo, keep those going. I know they're probably difficult, but to like edit and put all together, but keep those going. But that's why I really want to ask: are you punching in like a lot of these artists today are? Because I know Jack Harlow had a real interesting comment that he gave on LeBron's show, The Shop, where he was talking about like, yo, I only write when it's like an introspective kind of song. Are you only writing for like stuff where you're trying to get deep in thought? But if it's just like when you want it to come out just real emotionally, is that what you're doing? Like you just punching in?
Yeah, see, because like for a long time, like people always used to tell me up until this year, even up until like I say 4 or 5 months ago, people would be like, oh, like you make music like an old school rapper. Like I go to you when I want to hear a nostalgic sound. And I started getting tired of it. But I realized the only way I stayed in that realm was because I was in my head, you feel me? Like I'm writing it, you feel me? And my writing style is the same. It's going to remain the same. You know what I'm saying? But then I noticed like sometimes when I be freestyling, like I just get different bounces. You know what I'm saying? When my body start feeling it different, that's when I can really get off different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was like, let's just try and give this a test run. And I've been making mad freestyles. Like I'm talking about like 3-4 a day. Like going crazy, you know what I'm saying? And just kind of getting a feel for the music rather than trying to structure the music, if that makes
So
sense.
you working, yeah. You
Yeah.
working.
Yeah, for sure. I
like that you took that insight of
like put pieces together like that. Got you.
What's up, Jamal?
That's good insight. I like how you took that insight and you know, really try to, you know, you worked on your craft, you know, for that particular demographic, you know. But definitely and I guess the old school piece, I can see some of your music that is kind of old school, you know, traditional, and that's the stuff that I really love, to be honest. But but it's dope that you can, you know, adjust and make it even for, you know, today modern world and people that listen to it now. So that's dope.
Right.
You know, to even take that insight. So that's pretty cool. So
and another thing too is like I stopped, like when I spit my freestyles on Fridays, like those are more or less to show my my rapping abilities.
Your talent.
Yeah, you know, when I make these songs now, I'm not really trying to show that I'm the best rapper in the world. I'm kind of just trying to have a moment and share a moment with these people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Whoever's listening to it, I'm trying to put them where I was when I made it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of this music that I'm making now just so happens that I'm in a great space. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you know it's translating well.
I like that. Yo, that's what I want to speak to too, because I heard that Shake record. I'm like, this is nothing like anything he's really ever done before. Because you caught my ear a while ago, like I feel like early in the game.
There's a couple of stuff that
early in the game, like I've been like, yo, who is this kid? I remember telling him about you, and he was like, oh, that's my cousin. And I was like, oh, for real? Like I didn't even. I was like, yo, who is this kid? And I was like caught on to your music right away, and it was really like the storytelling for me that was getting. I was like, yo,
good,
he's
man.
telling like some real shit, like, and that's what I really liked about it. It was very authentic and like talking about shit that I knew from the city. So you know, like mentioning like some of the stuff you were bringing up was like mentions from Danbury. I was like, oh, okay, like I get this, and it was just good rep. I love anybody who's representing for the city. I love that. So that was really what caught on. What is that? Is that what you're speaking to now? Like being in that good space? Is that the inspiration like that goes into like every day you're in the studio? This is like what space you're in.
I would say, yeah, for the most part. You know, I mean, obviously, sometimes you go into the studio with an intention to make a certain song a certain way, but like, you know, a lot of the times for me now, it's more or less just how I feel in the moment. Like, you know, it's really just how I'm really feeling in the moment. Like you said, the space that I'm in.
I like that.
Yeah.
So what is the next step? Like what's the next plan? You got albums coming. You got videos about to drop. That Shake need a video.
Hold on. Do we want to hop in that, or we want to get into some deeper questions? I got some deeper questions.
No, I want to get into that too,
into
we're not done. I'm curious about.
So we'll save what's coming.
Project.
We'll save what's coming for the
projects. Save that then. Yeah. So go ahead, Jamal.
So let's ask him about him. Let's ask Basement Boy about Basement Boy.
Yes.
What makes you like who's Basement Boy? Like who is this?
You know, that's a good question. Somebody asked me this not too long ago, but they didn't ask us so much about me. It was more about who my consumer is. So, but that made me kind of think about who I was. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, honestly, like Basement Boy is just like, he's just like, he stays in his own lane. You know what I'm saying? He does him. He's young, fly, and flashy. You know what I'm saying? Unapologetic. You know what I'm saying? But super in touch and super what's the for lack of better terms, able to connect. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand different, like all different walks of life. You know, I'm curious to see how people live. Yeah, boom, relational and relatable. You feel me? Like that's what he is. He's like he's like your friend, even if you never met him before. Basement Boy is like somebody who's done lived through all your same pain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's
I feel like I got to know you through your music, and that's when I knew that I was like, yo, he's really on.
That Joan you did,
and you're very balanced as an artist. Like I said, like now at this point, I've been listening to you for a few years, and I'm like, I've heard him really touch like every single thing. Like,
that joint,
he's been everywhere.
Cash, that joint he's
partied, he's been down, he's talked about he's been vulnerable, he's talked about all the different things, and that's something as a young artist that's really difficult to do.
One of my favorite tracks is the one when you get vulnerable. I believe it was the one you did at the school, the King Street School.
Yes, you sent me the video of that.
Yes, I sent you the video of
You
that.
sent me the video of that. Yeah.
Deep Reverence, the Deep Reverence.
Yes,
yo,
Deep Reverence.
listen.
Oh my God.
First of all, there's so much more. Listen, I know him. Like we had talked. Since people, I know him. We have talked. We go back. Like I know a lot of stuff. So he has a lot of material, and I'm just listening to him be vulnerable. I'm like, oh, dip. Like, cuz is really letting it go, and that joint it just got me. I'm like, wow, this is like secular or not. This is really good. That's a good song. Like that's good, man. That's good. Oh, I love that. Cash is right. You're very balanced. You do a lot of stuff. So yeah. And Cash, he on one of DeAndre's highlight tapes too, mixtapes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, right? There you go.
Yeah,
put the tracks to it.
Yeah. See, my thing with that was with that Deep Reverence track, I was talking to one of my friends.
Yeah.
And because like we were, I always do a lot of like,
people that struggle can relate to that.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I'm gonna get right to that. So I do a lot of self-reflection all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because like when you're not where you want to be, you kind of want to tweak what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I'm consistently just looking for ways to change myself and kind of revamp myself. And before I put that out, because I did freestyles for 16 weeks straight. Right. So before I put that out, I had a talk with my boy, and he was saying he was like, yo, bro, like you kind of like on the internet, when you look at you, it's like people aren't a part of your journey. Like you're here and they're there. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, how can I kind of bring myself back down to earth and show people that I'm like, obviously I'm not famous, but to some people who don't know me, I don't look normal. You know what I'm saying? So how can I show myself that I'm still, I'm still mortal? You know what I'm saying? And I'm still going through what I'm going through the same way you're going through what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? So that freestyle, that was a lot of introspection for me. And then I just wrote it, put it out, and kind of almost like turn a new leaf with my brand. You know what I'm saying? Like try to get the people more in tune.
That thing right there, you know what it reminded me of? And I don't know if you remember this. I remember this. It reminded me of when we happened to bump into each other at Food Bag. You remember that?
Remember that?
Cash, I was like, what up, cuz? He said, what? I said, yo, you got two phones, huh? so and like, I mean, they know who I am, man. They know I love them, man. So and it just reminded me of that time, and just to see the growth and the progress where I'm like, man, that's what I'm talking about, the grind. And he's really like, the decision making is getting better, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, keep it going. You found something you want to do. You found like your thing, and go with it. Something that's gonna lead you in a positive
There's nothing
direction.
more like there's nothing better than that. Than when you see somebody like hit their groove and what they want to do. And I could tell, like you talk about, like I'm in the studio, I'm making like 2 tracks a day. I'm in there right now. I'm going right back to it after I'm done with this interview. Like that type of stuff. I love watching that. Like that. Like I talked about it before with Jada. Like I never seen a rapper in his zone before, but like it was incredible to see. Like he was really just like in his zone, and I see you in that zone right now.
Yeah. Right. And that's what I'm trying to do, because it's like the hardest thing to do is to get the ball rolling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So once you get in stride, you just kind of got to stay with it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times I'll put something out, then I'll disappear for a month. Then I'll put something out again, then a snippet or something like that. But right now it's more about just keeping keeping the foot on the gas and kind of keeping everything in motion, Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
So that's your studio area right there. Like is that like a vibe for you back there? Like what is that? Is there intention behind that? I see Jay-Z album back. Like what tell me about that. Like, how do we get to know you through your room?
All right. So I mean, pretty much like you say, it's not really inspiration, because obviously when you look at the same thing 100 times, you're not going to get so much inspiration from it. But it's more or less just to like, I guess subconsciously like keep my spirits high. You know what I'm saying? Like keep the hunger high. You know what I'm saying? Like I got Muhammad Ali right here. Nice. Behind this, I got the cover for To Pimp a Butterfly. You know what I'm saying? Then you see the takeover or the blueprint, but they got the takeover in the back and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's to kind of keep that dog alive in me. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Yeah. And I got my whiteboard. I'm always writing up there. I got another one too over here. Just just staying focused. Little things that keep me where I'm supposed to be at.
Nice.
Visualize and attack.
Right. You know, and sometimes like I look to like I said, the spirit of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, what made this? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why do people feel this right here? When I look at this,
Right.
why do I feel that? You know, and sometimes I can translate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nice. No, that's
yeah.
That's dope. Nice.
Yeah, man.
You're doing a definitely a good job. Especially, you know, listen, me and Cash, we talk all the time and who we're gonna have up here. I'm like, we got to keep our brand good. We can't just bring anybody up here. And you've been putting good content out. And I'll be telling you, we talking aside. I'm like, because sometimes I can't just do it because, you know, but for the most part, there's some stuff that's really good content, really good music. You know, so I'm proud of you. That's why I'm like, let's get him on the show. So, you know, just keep it up. You know, I'm proud.
Thank you.
So, I mean, I got questions for days. So, I don't know if you got anything, Cash.
Yo, listen, we could be here all day. Like I'm
here to cover the bases.
Saying to the music, you know what I'm saying? I'm my final questions was really about what are the next
the future.
Next props, because we really talked throughout the show about everything already. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like the future. That's what I want to know. I want to know about what's the plans. Like what's your layout? I see you got the whiteboard. You lay it out, man. Like what we are on next.
So what happened with, like, I saw you like doing some stuff with Jada, or you were and some other artists. Like, was that just like features? Like, I'm curious. Like, I know a lot of a lot of people like, yo,
in the studio,
and we're gonna get into this too, because I know some people was hating. I know some people like me was like, yo, what the heck you getting into? Like, I saw him with Jada and like you know, some of these other artists. Like, talk me about
hate
that.
on that.
Danbury. We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. So what happened was, I'm gonna keep it 100. All of that, like, because I went to the studio and I had linked with Dave East and these guys. And then the next day I went and I linked with Jadakiss and them. And it was both of those days were spur of the moment. You know what I'm saying? The first day, my mans was like, yo, I just got hit up about an opportunity. Dave East is gonna be in Bridgeport, whatever. He was like, let's just pull up and see what it's about. You feel me? Like, play him some stuff, you know, get some feedback from him, just kind of see where his head is at, you know? So that was smooth. I went out there, I linked Dave East. We was cool, and I played him some joints. He liked some of the music I was playing. He was freestyling a little bit, you know, cracking jokes, whatever. Okay. Cool. He was a cool dude. And then the next night, similar situation. Except this time I had to go to Manhattan. So they was like, yo, it's a little situation over here at Quad Studios right now.
Oh, it was at Quad.
Yeah, it was a little situation at Quad Studios. Pull up. You feel me? Like, it was like the whole Locks was there. So it was Jada, Styles, and Sheik was there too.
Sheik, right there.
Yeah, Corey Guns was there.
Oh, wow.
It was a few people in there that night. So in the video, I don't know, like you probably, I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but I was rapping and I had dapped somebody up in the middle of my verse. Yeah, that was Corey Guns.
Okay.
So I was just rapping for Jada.
See,
I was just rapping for Jada.
There.
Go ahead. He froze on there. You good now?
Oh yeah, nah. I was saying when you were like, you dapped them up in the middle, I was like, that's the thing right there. That's probably like the eye opener.
Yeah. So like, you know, so I still didn't lose focus though. I spit every word. You feel me? I just kept rapping, looked over, dapped them up, and was still spitting. So Jada was like, it was like midnight too.
It was late.
Jada was, we had obviously we driving from Danbury. You feel me? So like Jada was like, yo, I respect the hustle. Like, I respect the drive. You feel me? Y'all came all the way out here to do X, Y, and Z, and you bodied it. Woo, woo, woo. So it was nothing but good reception, man. Corey Guns, he was messing with it heavy. We took a picture or whatever, chopped it up in the hallway. Like, it was all love, man. It's crazy because prior to that, a week prior to that, I was talking to Jada on Instagram.
Nice.
So it just so happens that we happened to cross paths that weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
and is there any work? These are
those moments that you'd be like, that's crazy.
So with the whole Jada situation, we wasn't really talking about doing music like that. It was more or less just him critiquing what I was doing.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I did try to ask for a feature though, and he was like, "Yo, let's just build a rapport." You feel me? Like, and I was like, "All right, you feel me?" I'm
So
He's like, you don't got that bread yet.
Make sure you
You ain't got that bread yet. That's what
that
was a nice way.
Listen, man, like Fat Joe,
you ain't got the bill for that yet.
Like Fat
but
Joe
you gonna
said,
get there.
that price
I'm gonna get
went
on
up.
with you.
Like Fat Joe said, that price went up after
what you
that.
think he charging for a verse now?
Now after that versus,
come on,
man.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
That price went up, man.
Now I seen that number, but I know it's way higher now.
Yeah. He probably was for a favor. He was doing like 20 racks probably. That was for like a favor.
Right. He probably would do a favor for you. Probably do like 25K. And that's because he knows you're up and covered. And he only gonna give you like 8 bars on a fucking 2-minute song.
Now you'd be surprised, yo. It don't really be that crazy because you know, like they're realistic with what they got going on now and stuff like that. You feel me? I mean, maybe today, at the time before the versus battle, it was a little, you know what I'm saying?
Like 510. Probably like 510.
Yeah, sitting in that realm. You feel me? Sitting somewhere like that. You feel me? But like
now he's probably about 25, 50, 100.
Yeah.
Everybody wants Jada or something now.
I'm just glad for the experience. Like that.
Yo, sometimes people don't understand. Sometimes that's bigger than getting the feature or getting what you want. You know, just that experience, that insight, and that critique.
Yeah. You was in the studio with them. You got to chop it up with them, share best practices, and you know,
literally,
all the
this
tips.
is what you do it for. This is what you do it for. You feel me? Like I felt like I made it. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm with Jade. I'm spitting for Jade. I felt like I made it.
Yeah,
for real.
You know what I'm saying?
There's some people that I would want to rap for, and Jada is one of them for sure.
Absolutely.
If I, you know what I mean? If I was coming up.
Absolutely.
Speaking of, yo, like, so in the area or in the mainstream, features. I seen you do it. You've done a couple features with some of the boys locally and stuff like that. Who are like your dream features, like for your next projects coming?
Like big names?
Big names, locally, anybody else, artists around here that you want, that you want to work with or anything like that. Anybody, name them.
All right. Well, I don't want to come off like one of those guys who's like, famous before he's famous. You feel me? That's not what I'm trying to do here, but like what my intentions are for my next project and like with the people that I've been talking to and associating myself with, and we're looking at a couple big names. Maybe not the biggest names in the world, but we're looking at a couple big names.
People you heard of.
Yeah, definitely well-renowned folks. You feel me? I just don't want to block my blessings before everything is concrete. You know what I'm saying?
Lock that in first,
definitely. Obviously, everybody wants to work with Drake. I just throw some random ones out there like Drake, Schoolboy.
Drake put on that jersey. You might be able to talk to him. Tell AJ to holler.
He might have to come through the studio, bro.
Listen, man.
Danbury to show AJ.
Listen, man. You never know what can go down.
Yeah.
You never know what can happen.
Yo, we were trending heavy. Danbury was like number 3 trending in the world. Like on Twitter.
Yep. Yeah. So, so I'm just, like I said, I just want to work with the greats, man. Anybody who's open to work with me or whatever the case may be, I'm willing to work with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as far as local talent is concerned too, like, I'm not really too prideful, but, local guys, some of them got to have that check unless they got, you know what I'm saying, an equal situation with me. You know what I mean? As far as the resources are concerned.
Yeah. You charge a ticket now. I feel it.
Yeah, not even nothing crazy though. And people be looking at me like it's wild. Yeah, they look at me like it's wild, and I'm trying to tell them like, yo, bro, you guys don't understand.
I feel that it costs money to ride the wave.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the part that people don't understand.
You should pay for your time though. That's your time.
Yes.
Like, if you're gonna take your time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, man. That's people don't understand. Like when you supporting somebody, you supporting them full throttle. It's up to that person if they want to look out.
That.
If they want to look out.
It's a business, bro.
Yeah,
this is business. He's trying to do this as a profession. Like, if you asking me to take time out of my day to create art, I'm gonna get on your song, bring my fan base. They're gonna listen to it because they want to hear a new Basement Boy song. They don't really give a fuck who you are. They want to hear me. So I'm bringing you my fan base. Like that's what you paying for, fool. Like,
well, it's for me. It's not even so much as it is the fan base because I'm not gonna sit here and cap like I get the most streams. But I have a super reliable network of resources. You feel me? Like I have great people who follow behind me. I have great people who keep up with what I do. You know what I'm saying? Some really big names in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and play with it like I'm just rapping downstairs in my basement for free.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you put the work in, you drove to Manhattan, you saw the right people, so you're like legit. Like, it's not like you play, like you say, you're not playing around with it. You're legit. So you have the right to charge for that bread.
I've been on World Stars radio station. I've done shows in Atlanta. I'm on the fucking, excuse my language, I'm on the radio in Kentucky. A whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, just a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So a lot comes behind this. You know?
The accolades is coming, man.
Absolutely.
It's all coming. Just, stay on top of your stats. Stay on top of, where people's listening to you and everything like that. And then, see if you put together a little tour or something like that. Like, that's it. So go hit the road, go get some bread. That's it.
In due time. In due time, when everything starts falling into place. Yep.
So is that something?
For sure.
Is that something you see soon? Is like a tour? You see that soon?
I'm actually talking to somebody right now.
You on the right track.
I'm talking to somebody right now because I'm trying to go on tour with a special somebody. Short little 5-show, 6-show situation. But I'm hoping that's in my near future. If it works out for me that way, then that's a blessing. But if not, soon enough, my time will come. I'm not really in a rush. God's pace.
Yeah, definitely. So Cash talked about earlier. What are those things in the future you can discuss that we want to hear?
I mean, well, my birthday is coming up next Tuesday, September 21st. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to celebrate that.
Yeah.
The day after that, I'm gonna be in Brooklyn with Funk Flex.
Nice. So what's that about? Tell me more about that.
Yeah.
It's actually, it's the craziest thing in the world because like, he does this thing, right, where it's like you submit music and the curators listen to it and whatever the case may be. So I had submitted a song. The first time I ever heard about it was like maybe like 2 years ago or something like that, a year and some change ago. I heard about it, but I didn't really like take no action behind it. So like I kept seeing it. And I was like, you know what? Let me just try it and just submit it to see what happens. You feel me? So the first song I put in got a couple bombs, couple hammers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right, so it's real, but I'm still not seeing a difference in what's going on. So I didn't really think nothing of it, you know? So then again, they sent me another like another message, and it's like, oh, like, we're giving you a free slot for such and such and such and such. So I was like, you know what? Let me just do it again. You feel me? And let's see what happens this time. So what happened was I did it, and actually I'm lying. I did it 2 more times because the second time it failed. The third time was the charm. I did it, and my song made the leaderboard.
Nice.
For Funk Flex's leaderboard. So I was like, oh shoot. So it was up there. So I'm thinking like, oh, it's gonna be up here for a couple days and it's just gonna die down. Like, and it just kept going up, and then it stayed there for like, it was like 13 weeks or something like that. You feel me? Wow. So I was like, yeah, this is crazy. So then finally, I don't know if you know who Tat Wizard is.
I don't think I know who that is.
He be associated with all them dudes like Fat Joe and all them.
Okay.
So Tat reaches out to me and he's like, yo, I like what you're doing, et cetera, et cetera. We want you to be part of this cipher. I said, all right, cool. So next thing you know, Funk Flex follows me, and Flex We Trust follows me.
Nice.
Oh wow.
And
nice.
I knew it was
real.
legit. Yeah, I knew it was legit after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Now you're in.
So you're
Cash, like, oh, it's real.
Cash, and this is where you got people like really, if they really, support you. And I just told him this today. That same thing that he talked about, I actually put him and BC name in the leaderboard. Like I was like, yo, check these people out. So like, and I just told him today I did that. I never said nothing. I was like, yo, let me look out for my cousin, put him in there. I put him and BC in there. So that's where like we really need people like the support, man.
Yeah, for real, man.
But you never know what you could do.
Never know. But
I'll be posting the songs. I'll be doing this. Like, yo, for me, even if I wasn't even fucking with your music like that, bro, just to see that you on it like that. You know what I'm saying? Are you a dude from the city, bro? Like, we from the same place I'm from. We came up on the same shit. Like, for me, I'm riding that wave. Like, I want the younger dudes. Like, I had my time in the shine doing the rap shit and everything like that, and we gave up and everything is. I want to see somebody push past the shit and really make it, yo. Like for real, because we got a lot of talent out here, and there's been a lot of people that have come and gone in the city and swallowed that shit up. And I see you like making your moves and everything like that, yo. So it's more of a respect thing to me. Like I'm just like, yo, of course I'm supporting this kid's music. Support, of course I'm sharing all his shit. Of course, like that's you don't even gotta ask me. Like if I see it up there and I scroll past it, I'm sharing that shit. I'm retweeting that shit. Like that's what I do, just because for the city.
And that means a lot to me, you know what I'm saying? And like not for nothing, like I think a lot of people like they don't think bigger than the threshold.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are just used to like, oh, well, you know, I'm from a small town, so I don't get opportunities like that. And they think like, oh, well, I just need to get a job to sustain and I just need to do this and do that and go through the motions of life. But me, I think it's more or less just, you know, betting on myself because I know I got a God-given ability. This is not just, you know, this is not just regular, you know, and I'm starting to acknowledge that now. You know what I'm saying?
And you put the work ethic in with it as well.
Exactly. For years, since I was 10 years old.
How long do you think? Yeah, I was gonna say, how long do you think it's been like really, really some real like you like hit your stride and you're like, yo, this is I'm on another level. Like as far as like your people around here, any of your opposition or around anywhere. How long have you really felt like that in your heart? Like I'm on right now.
Honestly, I've been doing music since I was 10 years old, but I really feel like within this last year, I really just started turning up the heat. Like,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
Yeah. Like I've been doing it for a while, but this year I really started showing that I know what I'm doing with it.
You've been making music.
For sure.
Like in years past, like when I first you was making songs, you making music now. And I think that's the growth. That's really like the step that you've taken forward.
Right.
Definitely.
Like it's music. It's like this shit could play anywhere. Like that song, even the song that you just put out, like it's not like you're not like mind bending them with lyrics or anything like that. But that song will play on any radio station in America right now.
Yeah.
Any DJ hears that song and he's gonna be like, give me the clean version, and you released it, which is very smart. You put that radio edit out, you know, and that's put
the radio edit out there for me.
Yeah, I got you.
I said it. Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. The radio editor is up there.
I saw.
It says explicit by it, but there's no curse words.
Yeah. No, I be hitting them up in this all the time. I say, yo, cuz I need something that could be clean so I can listen to it, man. Like, come on, man.
Ain't nothing worried about that.
So it's crazy because go ahead, cuz.
No, go ahead. I'll switch different gears real quick, especially before we get out of here. But go ahead. Say what you was gonna say.
No, I was gonna say the radio edit is actually getting more streams than the regular version.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what it is. Because you can play with their kids and stuff like that.
Yeah,
everybody like to share. Everybody like to share.
Yeah, everybody.
I love it, man.
So one of the things I see a lot, and we feel it too, because you know, as far as the support, I see you talk about support a lot on some of your platform. I think that's very important, and I can tell it's just frustrating. And Cash and I see it too. Like on our SoundCloud, we get thousands of listens, you know, but it's really not from our local town.
From other people that I don't even ever met before.
Or people that we met that were new through college or whatever.
Yo, people that I've met through having the show.
Yeah.
Right.
Like people that know me as Cash Walken. They don't even never met Matt Prince.
Right. Exactly. You know, it's crazy.
And they're like my biggest fans.
Yeah.
You ask my closest friends, they've listened to like 3 episodes ever. Yeah. We're on 83.
83. You know how good, you know how crazy that is? 83.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time.
Like we get listens on SoundCloud, like we're up to thousands now. It's like that.
New York City is my number one city. Danbury sits in half to New York City.
That's crazy. Well, people that know you.
People that know me.
So no, that means you may have to think about moving to the city.
Yo, if he moved to the city, he would be on by June of next year. That is a straight fact. I'm telling you right now.
Because you're gonna be around it every 24/7.
You'll be around. You'll be able to fully.
You won't have to take an hour and a half trip to Manhattan.
Yeah, you fully submerge in it. Exactly. When they say, "Yo, something popping off the Quad Studios," you happen to fucking train and you're there in 20 minutes, an hour. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Instead of
club spots,
or hopping an Uber or whatever. Anybody, yo, this dude's over here in the VIP doing this. This person's over like the networking aspect of it from being there in the city. Well, yo, it would be crazy, and then you just end up in a studio session one day with somebody who could put you on, and then that's the night.
Happens like that. It really happens like that. Like every time I go to the city and I go to the stew, it's always somebody popping their head in there.
Yo, somebody at every studio, and there is literally hundreds of thousands of studios in New York City.
I'm talking about. I didn't mean to cut you off, but the most run down, hole in the wall studios, you will see some of the biggest
in the middle of Queens, yo. And fucking, Havoc from Mobb Deep will walk through that bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
for real.
Like, literally, you're like, why is he here? Like, exactly. Like, yo, it'd be some fucking hole in the wall anywhere. Saigon come walking down the hall. Whoa. It's like, oh, what up?
For real, he really might pop up though. Saigon,
he really be around, yo. He really
I know. He be in the trenches.
Yeah, yo, in those hole in the wall studios that are like above a Chinese spot.
Yeah, right. Literally. He's stupid, yeah.
I love it.
So we gotta figure out to get this support, man. Like especially from our own local artists. Because as soon as you make it bigger, son, you know people are gonna come hollering at you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what though? The support is gonna come when you make the content undeniable. That's really my goal. Is because before I used to make music that was cool, it was all right. But now this is like when you hear this, it sounds real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when the content becomes undeniable, they have no choice but to get behind it.
Facts. Like you said before. Relatable. Your music has become way more relatable, and it's like and it's like that's the thing. It's coming effortlessly before you because it's still you. You're still talking about shit that like is close to you, close to your heart, close to the city that you know that you represent. But everybody who even don't even live in Danbury be going through this type of shit. So it's like
everybody. And I think it's important. I heard you saying. I agree. You make stuff people listen to. And I said this to one of the kids. He's a young man now, but that's in college. Like, don't worry about anything back here. Like, I know it's frustrating when the city's not behind you, man, but bump back here. And that's how I think. Like, all right, I can no longer dwell on the lack of support from here, whether it's for the stuff that I do, the ministry stuff that I do, or like even stuff with my son. Like, my son is a top 50 national player at one point for his class. And he's well known in the nation. Like we just got an invite for something that's with the top athletes out of nowhere, and yet we don't get the respect from our own city. So it's a point I don't care. Like you just keep moving forward.
Literally.
Keep doing your thing. Just keep doing your thing.
Well, and he's going to Tech, right, DeAndre?
Yeah. We in Tech.
He's about to dominate there.
But that's it. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep your head high. And you got to realize, yo, this town is 88,000 people. I appreciate every bit of support I get from this town. But with them supporting or without them supporting, it's not going to make or break what you have to offer. If what you have to offer is global.
With me, it's more the investment. Like, yo, invest. I don't need your money, bro.
No,
like I be telling people, you don't even have to listen to my show. Just click the fucking link. So it gives me the listen. So it gives me the view on YouTube.
Give it a follow, like.
You can scroll right past me, but just like it. Like, yo, it costs you nothing to do this, and it will help me greatly.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you say you care. You say, that's so cool that you had a podcast.
I want to be on the podcast.
I want to be on the podcast.
Right.
Well, tell me what my show's about.
Yo, we have legit, no lie.
Tell me what my show's about.
Just no lie. Just for me, I don't know who talked to Cass. For me personally, I probably have a good 50 plus people lined up for the show.
Man. I be taking on DMs, but I don't really be engaging like that. Like, don't come to me if you ain't got shit popping. Basement Boy got shit popping. That's how
you got a brand to protect. You heard?
Exactly.
Nothing.
We gotta have something that's popping. It's gotta be positive, man. So this is something for the people. This is something for the youth. This is something to give people motivation, inspiration to do something positive, man. That's what we about.
Right.
I know. I'm sorry. I be cussing this stuff sometimes, but this is just how I talk. I don't filter myself on this show.
It's fine. And listen, I'm a believer, and we still coexist. So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I'm a believer too. I believe. I believe in a lot of things.
So before we get out of it, is there anything else besides the Funk Flex thing?
Yo, hold on. Let's talk about the future joints. He got a project.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
He was talking about the features.
This joint is excited. I'm like, I
want to know what project is coming in the future.
I mean, I got a couple
that you can share.
Yeah, I got a couple projects lined up. The first couple are gonna be small. You feel me? Like 2 songs, 3 songs. You feel me? It's more or less just to kind of, I guess just give little samples.
Sample packs, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That.
And just to stay tapped in with the people, you know what I'm saying? Keep them fed and keep.
I think that's a good way to do. That's a good approach. That's a good approach. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for now, we're just gonna keep it real simple. The music got a whole different vibe. Obviously, you guys hear it's a lot more bouncy. It's a lot more upbeat, a lot more uplifting. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I mean, honestly, I'm sticking with that right now. You know, it's seeming to work. You feel me? He's getting good reception, and I'm gonna just keep creating. That's it.
Word, man. That's
Shake out now, man. All platforms. You know what it is.
Nice. Yeah. So you heard them, man.
Yeah,
Shake out now, all platforms, dog.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get that, yo.
Get all of it out.
Shout out to Basement Boy, man. Shout out to
thanks
Basement
for having
Boy.
me, man. For real.
No problem, man.
Yeah,
no problem.
Thank you for coming through, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you for coming through.
What other platforms? How else can they follow you on? Anything else, or you want them to check out? Please.
Oh yeah, Basement Boy on Twitter, Basement Boy on Instagram. Yeah, throw your tag.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, so pretty much it's BSMNT Boy for all platforms. You feel me? So it's Basement Boy, no A, no E. You heard? All platforms. It's spaced out on YouTube and like on iTunes and stuff like that because it's 2 words.
Yeah.
And so like, for credit purposes and for ISR purposes.
I told you about that before in the beginning for publishing purposes.
Yeah, it has to be 2 words. You heard? But definitely, man, you can find me anywhere: YouTube, SoundCloud, Tidal, Spotify, Shazam, you name it, it's there.
Nice. How do we get Basement Boy with no E and no whatever else? How do we get that?
No A, no E.
It's BSMNT Boy.
Yeah, it's dope, but how do we get it? Is there a story behind it?
How did I get my name?
Yeah.
Oh, so I mean, before like a couple years ago when I was living, more treacherous.
Yeah.
That
was the 2 phones. That was the 2 phones that we talk about.
Boom, around that time.
Yo, Cash, it's funny, man, because when they come around me, they act like I don't know like these things, man. And they be trying to cover it up, and it be so funny. But go ahead.
We were the same way, bro. We were the same way.
No.
We were the same way.
But yeah, so my grandma came down. She came downstairs one day when I was in the basement, and she was like, you never leave this basement. She was like, I'm gonna start calling you the cellar dweller. She was like,
hold on, which grandma are we talking about?
My mom's mom.
Okay.
So she was like, yeah, so she was like,
that's a song title right
yo,
right?
Dweller. Yo, that's dope.
Cellar dweller. So yeah. So I was like, word, and she was like, nah, actually, I'm gonna call you the Basement Boy.
Oh.
So then I was like, yeah, like, and then I seen it, like, as soon as she said it, I was like, oh, I could put this on a t-shirt.
Yeah,
I could put this on a cup. I can make a cartoon out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, bomb.
Light bulb moment. That was the one that said, oh, I got it. I got
it.
Nice.
That's what's up, bro.
Nobody knows that, huh?
Yeah, not too many people know that, man.
Yo, that's dope, man.
See, that's a Contorlled Chaos exclusive.
Let's go exclusive right there. We got another exclusive. Let's go.
Yeah.
We be getting them exclusives out of people. Jamel be asking them different questions that lead to an answer that you would never thought you would have given.
The therapist in me, man. I gotta explore.
That's why I keep him around. That's what we call a vote. He really asks hard-hitting questions.
Yes, sir.
That's dope, though, man. That's a good story behind that as well, man. I love it.
Heck yeah. Man. Well, I'm gonna let you get back to the studio, man. Go ahead and get out of here. Jamel, pray for us. That is the Contorlled Chaos Show, episode 83. Pray for me, Jamel.
I'm gonna stay with y'all.
Father God, thank you so much for this day. Thanks so much for your love. Thank you for everything you've done, Father God. Just thank you for allowing those to just make it through another year, especially with this COVID, Father God. I ask that you just be with the families and just put your hands on the families that didn't have that family member to make it through the COVID years or through this year, Father, for whatever the reason was, Father God. Just thank you so much for your love again. We ask that you just continue to bless the show, continue to do what you need to do, continue to do, put your hands and protect, Basement Boy, and just and his, his endeavors, his mission, whatever he needs to do, Father God, just be with him, protect him, give him hedge of protection, continue to just grow him and his brand on how you want it to be, Father God. I actually just continue to be with the people, help us love one another, help us be there for one another, and just continue to help us support the same way you support us, Father God. Please help us support and be humble, but also support each other the way you need us to, Father God. Thank you so much. We love you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Yo, this is a great show.
This is great, man. I
This
can't
is a
wait to hear it
great
again.
show. Yo, thank you again, bro, for coming.
Appreciate it, man, for real.
Yeah, yo, for real. It's a great time. I'm gonna get the track up there on our page and post it and let people know about it and everything like that. We're gonna blast this out there, shake and everything like that. Yo, I when the show's up, I'll get everything to you and you get it out to your fans. We get you out to our fans, and we just that's how it is. That's the support that we talk about. Yeah. That's how it happens, man. This is how we all blow up, bro. Coming together. We're gonna get this thing out there everywhere for people to see how it's really done out here. And I'm gonna take us out on this.
Everybody.
She want me to beat it like I'm catching. Club late on a Tuesday like a Saturday. Penny for the night, it's usually Cabernet. Shorty feeling different, left a man, she tryna act away. I won't tell her no, cause she got what I like. Knock it out the park just like I'm at the play. She could be my private dancer for the night. I got money I can throw and she got ass to shake. She fuck from top to bottom. Ask her where a nigga act like she forgot her. Told me that she never been inside a lane. I said to stop looking for niggas who be whipping Hondas. Shorty born in Cali but got foreign features. Got a little Spanish in her from a father.
This is a
Let me
joint,
know she
bro.
feel me, but it
I'm
ain't
telling you.
Drop it before we
mama. They know just who I am. They didn't need gorilla faces from Japan. I think they understand. Not that nigga that you come to unless you come with bands. Hard to love, I know it's twice as hard to love it.
Yo, that's so banger. I'm telling you, yo. This is the Contorlled Chaos show, man. We have fun here, bro. This is what we do. Basement Boy, one more time. Thank you, Jamel. Make sure you send me this video because I got to get this out to the world. They got to see this.
ASAP. We got to.
Thanks again,
we going to
fellas.
be back in that shit, y'all. I'm going to see y'all for episode 84. Peace.
Peace.